Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
Programs presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
Welcome to The Legal Fix, a new age radio show brought to you by the Tuff Law Firm. We're the toughest law firm in town with the toughest lawyers around answering your toughest legal questions.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Legal Fix. I'm your host, Bruce Tuff. This is where we answer the toughest legal questions, and we answer them by you to us. Joining me today is a super lawyer, Jeremy Hall. He's going to be talking a little bit about family law. And Boy Wonder, Brandon Riley.
Oh, I see myself now.
Yes. Hey, you know, I just looked at myself and I was saying, hey, Lois, I need to go back to hair and makeup. Man, I don't think I'm on my game today.
Send it back.
What do you guys think?
I thought I was
right?
Boy Wonder. What happened to that?
I changed it up. Sorry about that.
A+.
Hey, you know, so guys, how you doing?
Very well, thank you.
How was the week? How was the week? What was the big deal this week? What did you do? Big deal. Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder, big deal.
Starts with an M.
Well, we went to mediation.
Oh, yeah,
Bingo.
yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah. We walked out
Well,
dramatically.
let me tell you how that went. We're going to trial. That's
trying
how
it.
that went.
So
we're
let's
going.
try it.
We're
This
going
guy-
to
this
trial.
guy-
Try
so,
us.
Yeah.
This guy, we'll call him Big Killer. He's a killer, right? He thinks he is anyway. So he comes in, he wants to introduce himself to us, and I guess he wants to intimidate us. So he's got this baritone, thundering voice, and he comes in with a bow tie on, okay? It's not as nice as your bow tie.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And he walks in and he goes, and I don't want to say what he has, but he has this thing on his neck. I don't know what to call it, but he has
Waddle.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. And he comes in and he goes, hello. And then the next person, he looks over at me and kind of turns his head sideways and goes, hello. And I'm like, man, is there something wrong with this guy? Like, what's going on?
He had his sights on you.
He's got tardive dyskinesia.
Yeah, he had his sights on you. You were
He's
done.
got TD.
You're done. Hey, I want to tell everybody we are a full-service law firm. We're going to handle every area of law. Our first show was wildly successful. We handled personal injury calls, have people calling in.
Thank you for our 3 viewers.
Yeah, we really appreciate the excitement and a lot of fun. And for today's show, we've got super lawyer Jeremy Hall, and he's going to be talking about all your family law questions. So you keep them tough and keep them hard, and we'll answer them for you.
Yes, sir.
So, Los, I hear we have a caller who's been holding for a week now since our last show.
Did he shower with the phone?
I don't know. He's got
Put it on
problems. He
speaker.
still wants to. So we'll take it. I think it's a personal injury question. So, Boy Wonder, it's going to have to go to you.
Caller, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Don.
Teflon Don.
Welcome.
What's your question?
Okay, last week on your show you talked about personal injuries, and
Yes,
I have
sir.
a question. I have had 2 hip replacements and 1 knee replacement, and I was rear-ended. And just a day or so after the accident, I started having pain and problems with my hip and knee. And I just wondering, if this would be covered under the accident.
Teflon Don. Thank you very much for your call. Absolutely. So in the state of Texas, we have a theory called eggshell plaintiff theory, which states that you take the plaintiff as you find them, whether they're a hemoglobin. What is that called, Bruce?
I have
Where
no
you bleed
idea.
easy?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Whether you have pre-existing conditions or not does not matter. It would affect the recovery, but you do have the right to recover even if you have pre-existing injuries and you agitate or worsen those injuries. So, yes, Don, you can recover.
Hemophiliac.
Thank you. Why did you leave me in the lurch there?
I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, we saw you going off
Hema,
the
hema,
wire,
hema, hema,
and
hema.
and as you know, we perform without a net, so we were
Is that
we
why
were
you
waiting
call me
for the fall.
Boy Wonder? Boy, I wonder what he's doing over there.
I know.
Boy Wonder took a beating last week.
I know. And next time you get a tough question like that, send it to me, okay? All right, so today's show is going to be all about family law, and we're going to take your family law calls. So you
Baby
guys
mama
that are
drama.
there, it's coming. So you go ahead and get ready, get your call lines ready, and we'll be ready to handle all of your toughest
Bruce,
questions.
what are the 3 top reasons people come in for a divorce? Women come in for a divorce.
Okay.
We're trying to help the fellas out.
Okay, well, I got it for the guys and the girls. So actually,
What are they?
Babes. So what happens?
Word of the week.
Word of the week, babes.
Yeah. So when I have and I've done this regularly because I've been doing this for 40 years. But I'll have a client come in. She's a female. She's talking about how bad her husband is, what a mess he is. You know, I got to get out of this thing. The guy's horrible. He's a loser. And I said, you know what? There's 3 things, and I will write them down. And when I ask you this question, I already know the answer because it's one of these 3 things.
A good lawyer always knows the answer to
I
his
do.
question.
I know the answer to all the questions. So I write it all down, and I'm going to tell you what those 3 answers are today. When I say, why did you marry him and have 2 kids with him? I will, and then I'm going to get the answer. And so you know what the answer is?
What's the answer?
I thought he would change. I thought I could change him. And I thought he had money.
Cha-ching.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our calls. We're going to take a break for a commercial, and we will be taking your toughest legal question calls.
Toughest legal questions.
I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
How prepared is your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Make a plan today.
I'm here for your blood! Whoosh. One donation saves 3 lives. To the Hero Bus! Donation time. Hey, you ready to donate? Oh, blood bomb!
Hi, I'm Bruce Tuff.
And I'm Brandon Riley.
I'm Jeremy Hall.
We are
The
Tough Law Firm.
Join us June 4th, Friday at noon for the Legal Fix. We are tough for you.
Everyone loves animals. Some people even make them wear seatbelts. But not all people wear seatbelts, which is ridiculous because seatbelts save lives. Don't be a statistic this year. If you love it, click it.
Hey, welcome back to the Legal Fix. I'm Bruce Tuff. I'm here with Boy Wonder, Brandon Riley, and super lawyer Jeremy Hall. We're going to be talking about family law today. First of all, guys, I almost made a big mistake. You know what I almost did
What's
today? I almost invited the honey badger.
Ooh.
She would have tore it up.
Oh.
No. You did make the mistake. I had to tell her not to come.
Oh, and as I was driving over here in the car, I said having the honey badger here would be like having the ice bucket challenge on us.
The ALS.
Yay.
I'd rather stick my hand in a bed of ants. She's not allowed to watch this episode.
Oh, boy, wonder you're going to pay for this. Hey,
Wait. So you said there were 2 reasons that men come in for divorce. What are those?
She was beautiful, and she was beautiful.
Was.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She was wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
Okay. Hey, so Jeremy, we're going to ask you some family law questions, and I think the biggest question is, what should people know about family law?
There's a lot that goes into the area of law called family law. So we're talking about contested divorces. We're talking about issues with children, suits affecting the parent-child relationship, abbreviated SAPSers, because attorneys love our abbreviations. And when discussing children, clients typically want to know about child support and child custody. How much time do I get with my kid? How much do I have to pay in child support? How much am I owed in child support? And when we talk about dissolution of marriage, we're going to talk about the marital estate. What counts as community property? What do I get to keep? How is the community estate divided up? Do I have to sell my home? Does my husband get to keep part of my retirement account? Things like that.
Nice.
So, hey, Jeremy, what was the toughest family law case you've had?
The toughest family law case was a case that I tried. It was a 3-party case with a young mom, a young dad, and an intervening grandparent party, intervening grandparents. And I love that picture that we just showed because that's a child, looks like sitting at mediation with their parents in front of an attorney, which never happens. That's an unrealistic expectation. A child's not going to be involved in the proceedings like this. In fact, if they're young enough, they won't be in the courtroom at all. If they're a teenage kid, they may get to talk to the judge, which in this case, the child was too young, the child was a baby, and so the 3 parties were arguing over who had the right for the child to live with them, who was...
A Mexican standoff.
It was indeed. It was 3 parties who really cared about a child and wanted that child to live with them. And the court's got to decide what's in the child's best interest. That's the standard that the court uses to decide.
Did you win?
And we did. We got the W. It was good. We were able to show the judge that it was in the child's best interest to remain with mom. But it was a very difficult case. It went to trial, and God was smiling on us. We were fortunate to prevail.
Was it a bench trial?
It was. It was a bench trial here in Montgomery County, and we had very great success.
Cha-ching!
All right, so was that a caller?
Did we get a
I
call?
just heard?
We got a call.
We have a caller. All right.
Let's take it.
All right. Thank you, Los.
Hello, caller. You are on The Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.
What's your name?
Yes, hello. Is this the Legal Fix?
It is. Who is this?
Hi, my name is Reginald E. Buchanan. I'm 73 years old and fair health. Calling to ask about a marital property issue.
Welcome to the show, Reggie.
Let's try to keep it just at Reggie. I don't think he should be given his last name.
No.
Yeah, so we'll just, Reggie, all we need is your first name. Thank you. And that's for our other callers, too. Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Anyway, you see, my wife Agnes and myself have been happily married for over 40 years. I worked all and got myself pretty high up the chain, thanks to what the hell I was doing. I traveled a lot.
What's your question, Reggie?
Well, truth be told, we're looking to separate, my wife Agnes and I.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's a trying time for us. We come to a mutual decision that what we've got going on isn't working out. So.
Okay. That happens. I'm
Is
sorry
she
to hear
not
that.
wicked smart anymore?
So you'll have to speak to the young buck. I can't quite hear you.
Is she not wicked smart anymore?
Hey, Reggie, I think are you in the bathroom, like, from this phone call? Is that where you are? Are you in the bathroom, like, with your head down and she's in the other room?
No. She's out right now. She's not here.
Why are you wanting a divorce?
Well, unfortunately, as we've been getting on in our twilight years, Agnes she's gotten a little bit more active. I'm afraid that even with support, I just can't keep up. So you've been getting it elsewhere, and that's just, well.
Sounds like infidelity. So what we would do for you, Reggie, is we'd bring you in, have a consultation, get an accurate picture of your estate, and then we would file an original petition for divorce, an at-fault divorce, which means that you would get a disproportionate share of the community estate if there was infidelity.
You're breaking up there, buddy. You're breaking up. But I think you were asking about the estate. So you've got 7 kids, youngest at 26, oldest is at 38. Trevor, Orville, Melissa, Gerard, Hector, Paige, and Lenoir.
That's great. They won't be a part of this matter.
For our savings, we've got in excess of $3.7 million. We've got 3 horses worth around $10,000. Got a house of about $540,000. We got chickens, 400. Motorcycles, $17,000. A boat, which is $9,000, and then my truck, which is $7,000.
I'd give her the chickens, and you keep the truck.
That's a good call. Reginald, you're going to be divvying up this estate, this community estate. So do you have any specific questions on the estate?
Well, funny you say that, because she really wants those chickens. I'm not entirely sure why, but she seems to have a preference for the rooster in particular. But I really want to keep at least one of the horses, maybe the house, maybe the truck or the boat. Although, I'm thinking maybe selling the house and moving out. It's a little too painful to be living here anymore.
I understand. Well, those are all things that we can help you work through at the Tough Law Firm. We have a lot of experience working through sizable, complicated estates, so we'd be happy to sit down with you and get an inventory of what you have and get an idea of what you want to keep and what you'd be willing to give away, and then help you negotiate with your wife.
All right. Thank you, caller. We appreciate it. Good luck to you. Remember, she gets the chickens, you keep the truck.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
In flagrante delicto.
You know, yeah.
That's Latin. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Translate for our listeners.
What is that?
Caught in infidelity.
Okay. That's
in
his wife.
flagrante delicto.
Reggie.
Peri delicto.
What does that mean, Bruce?
Unclean hands.
Okay, we had that recently in
Res
litigation.
ipsa loquitur.
It speaks for itself.
There you go. All right.
Attaboy.
The trifecta of evil brains. Thank you. Hey, you know, we're working on a big case in our office right now. It involves a multi-million-dollar property division case, and just doing the inventory and the investigation on the assets, Jeremy found a cool $1 million that wasn't disclosed. So congrats on that, Jeremy.
did.
Good work. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
Large oil and gas estate, something that we have significant experience in as well. So if you have a sizable estate and you're looking for attorneys who are smart with numbers to help you divide up things and make sure that you get what the law allows, then call us and we'd be happy to help you.
Good deal. All right, so do we have any other callers coming in? No more callers? All right. Jeremy, another legal question. In division of property we covered, but as far as custody of the children, I know that's always a big contentious matter, and if you're not in agreement, what is the courts usually recommend in the property code for custody and guardianship of the children with spouses who maybe can't agree?
Well, in your hypothetical, the fact that both parents want to care for the child is a positive in the court's eyes. So you have two parents that are interested, that really want to have possession of the kids. That's a positive thing because the parents want to be involved. The standard is the same, is the best interest of the children. So that's what the court will look at. And I always tell parents, if you're splitting up, one spouse is moving to an apartment or a new house, make sure that you have a room for each child, because that's one of the first things that the court will look at. Does each child have a room? You can't have a spouse living in a one-bedroom apartment with 3 kids and say it's in the best interest of the children that they're living there instead of in the marital home. So it comes down to the children's best interest. What the courts usually recommend is a standard possession order. And a lot of people are familiar with the 1st, 3rd, 5th, every other weekend going to visit the non-custodial parent. So the non-custodial parent is the parent that the kids visit instead of live with primarily, and that parent is the parent that pays child support to the primary custodian with whom the kids live. So things get kind of mixed up when you get into family law litigation, and child support and child custody usually are kind of go hand in hand, even though the law does not directly relate them.
Is there an agreement on child support, or is there a standard child support calculation or method of calculating child support?
There is. I would recommend anybody interested in calculating child support go to the Texas Attorney General's website, where they have a child support calculator. We've got it up on the screen right now. You can plug in your income or your spouse's income, whoever would be the payor, and you can get a rough number calculation. I say this is kind of like the Wizard of Oz, because you plug in the numbers and then the calculations happen behind the scenes, and then the child support number pops out. We calculate all of our clients' child support obligations, or what they're owed, in a spreadsheet according to the statute down to the penny. So if you want to make sure that you're paying the right child support amount, you can come see us. But there is a standard for child support, Bruce, to answer your question. There's the family code provides for 20% of net resources for the first child, 25, 30, and then on up. It depends on how many children you have and how much money you make.
What if you have more than one baby mama?
If you have more than one baby mama, then you're going to have multiple cases with the Attorney General's office and be sending multiple child support checks every month to
So if
multiple
you had
baby mamas.
3 baby mamas, would you pay 20-20-20?
Are you asking for a friend?
I'm asking for a friend.
No, there's actually a complicated percentage calculation scale that goes up. So if you have 3 baby mamas, you would be paying around 30%, and so it's a little bit different for each mother.
Okay.
It depends on quite a few factors, but yes, you'd be writing 3 child support checks in around about 20% per child.
So I used to have this memorized, and it would be 20% of net resources for one child, 25% of net resources for 2 children, 30% of net resources for 3, 35%. When do you
Yes.
top out,
Yes.
Jeremy? When do you top out? 50%?
If you're Antonio Cromartie and you have kids all over the
12
place,
kids.
then yes, there is a statutory cap. So it's $9,200 per month in net resources, which equates to $1,840 per month. Now, if you make above that, it's up to the court's discretion whether they tag you with a luxury tax on child support, but that is the statutory cap.
They actually do that in Texas? They have a luxury tax on child support?
They do. You can argue if you have a special needs child, for instance, that the wealthy spouse should pay more in child support based on the needs of the child and based on that spouse's income. But it's a rare case, just like alimony in Texas. It's a high standard to get there.
Niche.
Texas says niche on alimony. Special cases
Spousal
only.
support.
You know, back in the day, they used to have contractual alimony, and you could actually get a tax deduction for the alimony you paid to your spouse. If you're a high earner, she would take it as income. And it was actually a nice tool. So they don't have that anymore?
Yeah, you can actually write that into the final order, how the tax is going to be allocated based on who would benefit the most.
Okay, real good. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a commercial break, go to our next segment, and we're going to take your phone calls. And I know we got the switchboard lit up, so we'll take the calls and ask us your toughest questions.
I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
Ask for your favorite songs using WhatsApp. The number 936-900-2380.
Hi, I'm NASCAR driver Kyle Larson. Wherever I'm driving, I do everything I can to stay focused and safe. You should too. That means no drinking and driving, ever. Because even the smallest amount of alcohol can make you skid out of control. Don't be a loser and wreck your life. Be a winner. Don't drink and drive. Remember, drink, drive, go to jail.
Go to YouTube.com on your smartphone, tablet, or PC. Subscribe us on YouTube at Radio The Boss 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Bruce Tuff.
And I'm Brandon Riley.
I'm Jeremy Hall.
We are
the Tuff Law Firm.
Join us June 4th, Friday at noon for The Legal Fix. We are tough for you. Hey, welcome back to The Legal Fix. I'm Bruce Tuff. I'm here with Boy Wonder Brandon Riley and super lawyer Jeremy Hall. We've been talking about family law, answering all of your toughest legal questions about family law. We did take a personal injury call. Our poor caller had been holding for a week because he heard our show, and he said, hey, I'm going to hang on until I get the answer to my call. And thank you, Boy Wonder, for
Bruce,
taking care of that.
I have the most important question.
Yes, sir. Fire away.
Did you change your name to Tuff?
No,
to become an attorney?
That's my name. It's a Scottish name, actually, and if you're in Scotland, it's pronounced Tuh, so I'd be Bruce Tuh. And I have cousins in Scotland, Connie and Norman Tuh, and Iona Tuh, and I've been to Scotland many times. They live in Forfar, so we kind of call Glasgow area our namesake, and there is a Tuff school. So my dad is a first-generation immigrant from Scotland, landed in Detroit, came right off the boat, and proud to be a second-generation American.
He did change his name to Bruce, though. He used to be Caitlin.
Have you ever met a baby named Bruce?
All right, we have a caller. We've
No.
got a full
Hold that
switchboard. All right, I'm going to take that call. Jeremy, you ready?
Yes. Hello, caller. Welcome to The Legal Fix.
Hello, yes. I'm Mackenzie, and I'm actually calling about a child
Mackenzie, welcome to the show. How can we help you?
support.
Yes. We're here to answer your toughest legal questions. What is your child support question?
I have two children. One of them is 2 years old, and then the other is 9 months.
Okay.
And two actually from different baby daddies.
Irish twins.
Sounds like it.
Funny story, one of them left me for my best friend.
No, I'm sorry to hear
Niche,
that.
niche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm sorry to hear that too.
Okay.
Super upsetting.
So you want to know about
Anyway,
child
I guess
support.
I was just wondering, like, how do I get back at him? Like, how do I get money from him?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting back at him as a goal, but getting the child support that you're owed according to the law is certainly something that we can help you with. The Attorney General's office will also be there to help you with that too, because they have an interest in making sure that you get your required child support. So if you've gotten a letter in the mail from the Attorney General's office, responding to that would be a good first step. And if you'd like to come in and talk to us, we can talk to you about how much your baby daddy makes and how much you might be owed in child support. And then we can file a lawsuit to bring him into court and make him produce statements showing us how much he makes and how much child support he needs to pay. And then we can even take that
So
directly.
I need to file a lawsuit?
You probably need to file a lawsuit, yes. It's
Okay, yeah, because he has a lot of money. He actually just got a new truck.
okay. Well, yeah, that's something that will make.
Even better, you need to file that lawsuit like right now, okay? Yeah.
Right now, I know.
We'll make him show the court where all of his money is going, and if he needs to be paying you child support, we'll make sure that that gets taken out of his paycheck.
I think we should set a goal. Let's teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make that a goal, okay?
We'll get him served right away.
Yeah, all right. You know, Mackenzie, they, if you don't have a declaration of paternity for your child, you can file an action called a SAPSR, a suit upon the parent-child relationship. That's an acronym we use. And that establishes paternity, that establishes the birth of the birth and then the parentage of the child. All right.
Yes, thank you for that, Bruce. That's what we do for you first,
you.
Mackenzie, is file a SAPSR, establish parentage, and then get your child support going.
All right. Jeremy, have you had many SAPSR cases?
I have. I've done quite a few in my days. Multiple children, first time establishing parentage. A lot of parents think that the forms that they sign in the hospital don't have any impact on whether they're ruled as the father or not. But if you sign that affidavit of parentage in the hospital, you're going to be on the hook for child support. So just know going in, those forms that you have.
What if you find out that the child isn't yours?
And you signed an affidavit of parentage?
Yes.
Then you can ask for a paternity test to disprove that affidavit.
How long do you have to do that?
That's a good question.
As
Usually
soon
within
as
a year.
possible. As soon as possible. Don't
Yeah.
wait around. Let me tell you, that's hard to reverse those things. Once they're established, there's time limits that run. All right, listen, that's all the time we have for the Legal Fix. I want to thank you. I want to thank the callers. We look forward to your legal questions. Please join us next week. We're on every Friday at noon. I'm Bruce Tuff, signing off.